Yo, what's up guys, it's Goblin here, welcome to this new episode. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to win the Dark Elixir challenge and also the best deck to play in this challenge. So as you guys can see, I'm currently at 6-0 using this bait deck. So far, I've been destroying my opponents. Last match was a little bit closer, but still 3 crowns. We're getting so many 3 crowns with this bait deck. And in today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to use it and how to get this emote at the 10 wins. So let's hop into game number 1 right away. It's a very interesting game mode. I'm not sure if you guys have already played it. If not, I'm gonna quickly explain it, but as you guys can see, there's like elixir drops, which makes troops go faster and they are stronger, but also very importantly, inside of the elixir, they take more damage. So for example, let's say, just an example, a giant is inside of the elixir, that giant wouldn't be as healthy, wouldn't be as tanky as normal. So for example, here the Skeleton King is gonna take more damage, but it's also gonna deal more damage against the troops inside of the Dark Elixir, if that makes sense. So basically with this bait deck, all you want to try and do is take as much advantage as possible from the elixir, but also of course it has a really good synergy together. For example, the Skeleton King is really good with all the spammy cards. Cannon card is low-key super good as a tank, but also inside of the Dark Elixir, man, the cannon card when it locks on, it just goes crazy. Same for the Dark Goblin, like we have many cards which just are super good inside of the elixir, and because of all the spammy cards, since they take more damage, since they are already like really low, how do you say that, like HP units, that kind of negative part doesn't really affect these troops. I guess the only cards which really affects it would be like the Skeleton King, maybe the cannon card, but besides that, all the troops we have would die anyways to, for example, arrows or many troops already. Okay, let's actually focus up because this guy so far has been doing a lot of damage. I'm gonna go with a Skeleton Barrel here to try and activate the King Tower against the Firecracker, and then I'm probably gonna support the Skeleton King with a cannon card right here. Okay, looks like he does have the bowler, so he has bowler, he has firecracker. Goblin Gang, definitely a very interesting deck from him so far. I guess I'm just gonna go arrows, and we can even, I think, just take some damage on the left side lane, to be honest. We already took quite a bit of damage on the right side lane. I think it's totally fine to take some damage on the left side lane to kind of equal up this situation. So basically what I've been doing so far with this deck, I guess so far in this game, we weren't really able to, because especially he has dagger dashes, he has a lot of anti-spam cards, but I always try to get a lot of elixir in single elixir, especially going with troops like, for example, Skeleton Barrel first, afterwards the Skeleton King, and then whenever we bait out, for example, Lock, arrows or something like that, that is then where we get the damage. Like for example here we bait out the arrows, let's then go with a Goblin Barrel. I wanted to pop the ability, but it looks like we were not able to pop it on time, so let's go with a Skeleton Army. Let's go with the arrows here to try and take care of his Goblin Gang. The good thing for us is that the dagger dashes is out of ammo, meaning that it's gonna be harder for him to take care with all the bets, with all the spammy cards. And as you guys can see, even though he has bowler, firecracker, he has so many good answers against our spam, it's really hard for him to deal well with all the spam. So let's once again go with a Skeleton King. Let's go with bets here as well. Let's see what he's gonna drop to defend it. If he spends his arrows, we can then just go with our Goblin Barrel. In this case, he doesn't spend the arrows, so let's just go with a Skeleton Barrel. Let's go with arrows on offense, and I guess we can go with a Skeleton Army here. Okay, so this guy's definitely, I think so far, actually the player who has been playing the best, because I just showed you guys my match history, and we've been getting only 3 counts so far with this deck. So this guy's definitely playing this here really well, but I'm very confident that we will still be able to secure the victory here. So let's go with Dark Goblin, let's go with a Skeleton King. What I like about this deck, it just has so many spam cards. Like for example, this guy has arrows, but there's no way he's gonna always have enough, elixir, always have enough, how do you say, like responses to all the spam cards. So even though he has bowler, even though he has arrows, I'm still gonna pop ability. Hopefully that's still able to get a little bit of damage done to his bowler on the left side, and then we need to prepare for defense right here. Okay, I think the best defense, let's go with a cannon card here in the face of the bandit. Let's then go with bets here up high, making sure that musketeer is not gonna snipe away the cannon card right away, and hopefully just like that, it's already gonna be enough for defense. Okay, we need to be careful with the musketeer. I guess it's gonna get one shot. There you go, only one shot, that's okay. Let's go with the Skeleton King, let's go with the Dark Goblin, and let's go with arrows here. Man, I mean, he's definitely playing this really well so far. We need to be careful, but I'm still confident that at one point we're just gonna overwhelm him. Like for example, now he spent the arrows. How is he gonna defeat a Skeleton King? Full ability, Goblin Barrel, we can go with a Skeleton Barrel. Like, it's just so many spam cards, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't know, it's just really hard for people to defend our pushes. So as you guys can see, even though he was able to defend this really well, I think this should be a good game. All we need to do is just cycle to the arrows, or in this case the Dark Goblin is gonna finish off his left side tower. So wow, actually let's give him the well played. I think this is the first player I didn't 3 crown, and actually the first match in the challenge where I kind of struggled, I guess mainly because of his tower troop, which was the dagger dash, which I guess you never really see. And then besides, okay, I mean, maybe people are just running dagger dashes now, like in this challenge, I don't know. But anyways, let's go with the bets. Let's see what he's gonna be running. I guess once again, another Dagger Dash player, so that's kind of annoying. Maybe if you guys want to try and counter the bait type of troops, you can run the Dagger Dash, but I'm probably still gonna beat him. Like, honestly, it's just so many spam cards, so annoying to deal with all of that. Okay, let's go with the Skeleton King here up high to take care of the Musketeer. I think it's gonna die to the Valkyrie, but it's okay. And let's then go with the Goblin Barrel here, knowing that he just spent the arrows. Okay, nice. Let's go with our arrows offensively. Unfortunately, we don't hit all of the skeletons, but still a very nice start for us, and a good amount of chip damage right there. Okay, so another player with arrows, dagger dashes. He has Valkyrie. Not sure what he's gonna be running as a win condition. He didn't show it yet, but so far definitely kind of anti-spam cards. But trust me, guys, like, even if they have all these spam cards, it's still very, very winnable. Like, he, for example, also has Wizard, but it's still gonna be very winnable. Okay, let's go with the cannon card towards the left side. Let's wait a little bit to see what is he gonna drop. I wonder if he's gonna be running, I don't know, like okay, I wanted to say that, like a beatdown type of deck, or what is his win condition gonna be. Very important detail right there, going with the Dark Goblin inside of the Rage, inside of the Dark Elixir, because this way it of course shoots faster and it's just stronger in general. Okay, let's go with the Golden Barrel here towards the left side. He does have the... okay, looks like he goes with his Skeleton Army. I wanted to say he does have the arrows in cycle. Looks like he decides to not even go with the arrows. I am gonna go arrows here just to make sure that we take care of all the spam troops. And then afterwards we can maybe prepare for offense again. So he has, man, he has Mega Knight, Valkyrie, Musketeer. Very kind of mid-ladder of meta deck. But I think we still should be fine, guys. Like, honestly, I already told it many times in today's video. I think if you play this deck well, especially patiently, like just waiting for a good opportunity, you will be able to catch him in a cycle, in a moment where he maybe doesn't have the arrows available, Valkyrie out of cycle. Like, just in general, try to always kind of play around the cycle and just take advantage of all the bait cards we have. Okay, let's go with the Skeleton King up high here. Looks like he does go with his arrows. I don't really want to go with anything yet, but I would like to try and take advantage of the fact that he just used the arrows. So let's maybe go Skeleton Barrel. Let's go with a Golden Barrel here as well. Okay, that should be pretty nice. Let's see how he's gonna deal with it. But yeah, as you guys can see, man, even though he has Valkyrie, Wizard, MK, Arrow, so many cards like really good against bait cards, it's just so too much. Like, honestly, it's just very, very difficult to defend all of this. Let's go with a Skeleton King. Let's go with a Goblin Barrel. Let's go with a Skeleton Barrel. So many barrels, so many spam. We can even go with Skeleton Army, and I think that should be pretty much good game. And then especially when they get into the Dark Elixir, just look at it. Look at the skeletons, look at the cannon card. They go so fast, they just take the left side tower very easily. And then I think this should be good game already. Let's go with a Dark Goblin, maybe another 3-crown. I think this might be, yeah, if he doesn't defend, it's definitely gonna be a 3-crown. So very nice win here. Not like last match where it was really close. This was kind of a rough start, but we still end up 3-crowning the second opponent. And see you guys soon with game number 3. Okay guys, 8-0 so far in the Dark Elixir Challenge. 2 more wins and we get that sweet emote. Let me know in the comment section below if you guys have any questions about this deck or just in general. Okay, let's go with the Skeleton King here. Luckily, we didn't place the Skeleton King more towards the right side, because if not, the Magic Archer would have been hitting the tower. Let's see how he's gonna deal with the Dark Goblin though. Skeleton King is gonna go down, but Dark Goblin, like in the Dark Elixir, I'm telling you guys, actually goes crazy. Like, look at that. Just 1 second, 2 seconds connected to a tower, and the left side tower already took 700 damage right there. Okay, let's go with the Skeleton Army towards the left side. He's definitely gonna have to use a spell, or if he has a troop against it. But man, Skeleton Army also one of those cards that if you don't have a good response against it in the Dark Elixir, they are so strong. So let's go with the Skeleton Barrel, let's go with the Skeleton King. One of my favorite combinations in this challenge, or with this deck in general, is to use the Skeleton Barrel first, then afterwards the Skeleton King. If you guys notice that small detail, the Skeleton Barrel tanks while the Skeleton King advances, then afterwards the Skeleton Barrel of course pops, the tower retargets onto the Skeleton King, and then you're either gonna get a lot of damage with the skeletons, or you're gonna force out a spell, which can for example be arrows, lock, anything. And then of course you have a full Skeleton King with a full ability. Like that synergy, that kind of interaction, in my opinion, is one of the best pushes plays you can do with this deck. So let's go with bets here, let's go with the Golden Barrel. I'm gonna go with Skeleton King in the middle to tank for the Goblins. Hopefully that's gonna be tower, and just like that we already took 2 towers, guys. Like, honestly, this deck, maybe if you're not familiar with bait, it's kind of, yeah, how do you say, like scary to use bait, but honestly bait, even if you're not that experienced bait. Oh no, what a bad Dark Goblin. Okay, no problem though. I'm gonna try and take advantage of the Dark Goblin by going Skeleton Army here to tank for it, distract the King Tower, and then at least the Dark Goblin wasn't like for nothing. It was definitely a misplay, because I tried to use it inside of the Dark Elixir to hit like the left side tubes, but I guess it's okay. Anyways, we're in an amazing situation right now. Okay, I would like to go, I guess I'm gonna go with Skeleton King here. Okay, let's go. Let's see what he's gonna do afterwards. His Magic Archer is gonna be in the Dark Elixir, so it's gonna take care of the Skeleton King very easily. But it's totally fine, and I guess all we need to do, honestly, is either just defend, or take down his king tower, which in this case is also pretty low right now. Okay, let's go with a Dart Goblin here. Dart Goblin is gonna go crazy on the Electro Giant. Let's in the meantime, I think I'm gonna go with a Skeleton King here, and let's try to afterwards see what can we do. Okay, let's go with a Skeleton Army like this. I guess I'm gonna wait a little bit. That Electro Giant is definitely not gonna trick on us. In the meantime, we have a double cannon card, we have a Skeleton Barrel, we have a Skeleton Army, we have Evo Goblin Barrel. Like, look at all the spam cards we have. Man, this deck honestly feels like cheating, even though we're facing troops or decks in general, which are very good against spam cards. They're still not able to beat us, even with Dagger Dashes, which is one of the best tower troop against the spam decks. They're just not able to beat us. So far, undefeated, 9-0, excuse me, not 9-3. Hopefully, we're not gonna lose any match. See you guys soon with hopefully the last match of the challenge. Okay guys, if we win this match, it's already gonna be the last match of the challenge, of the video. So hopefully we are able to get the W right here. Okay, let's go with arrows quickly on top of the Goblin Gang. Very important to always take advantage of the Dark Elixir. So very nice play by the opponent, in this case going Goblin Gang into the Dark Elixir here, instead of just going with it at the bridge without really making sense. So let's go with a Goblin Barrel here. I think I'm gonna go with bets here on top of the Bandit as well. Hopefully we're able to kill it before dash is nice. That's perfect. It looks like we're up against some kind of recruit spam deck. Okay, I think a nice play here would be to go cannon card in the middle, of course, inside of the Dark Elixir, because this way it's gonna be stronger and it's gonna take care of all the recruits quicker. And I think I'm gonna do the same combo I mentioned before, guys. Very important detail, even though this guy once again has the Dagger Dashes. First go with Skeleton Barrel, afterwards go with your Skeleton King. The Skeleton Barrel is gonna pop, and then either the skeletons from the barrel is gonna get a lot of damage because the Skeleton King is tanking, or afterwards you can go with ability, or even both. Like for example here, first the skeletons from the Skeleton Barrel got a lot of damage, then afterwards we can go with a fully charged ability from the Skeleton King, and just like that we already take a tower. Like, man, this deck honestly feels kind of no skill, but it's just so strong. Like, it's so easy to use, and so far it has been super working well for me. So hopefully it works out perfect for you guys as well. Okay, let's go with the Skeleton Army there to take care of the Bandit. Looks like he does go with a Firecracker. I would like to try and activate the King Tower. If he drops something in front of it, I'm gonna go with a cannon card. If not, I think I'm just gonna go with bets here. Not sure if I did it right. I think I did it right. So perfect, nice King Tower activation. Perfect situation, guys. Honestly, 1 minute 20 seconds still left, so we still need to focus and we still need to do a good job at countering all his troops. But I think if we don't make any big mistake, this should be very defendable and very winnable as well. Okay, cannon card is gonna take care of the recruits on the right side. We're gonna take a bit of damage, but that's totally fine. In the meantime, we can go with a Skeleton King, we can go with ability, and I'm gonna go with a Skeleton Army in the middle. I know it seems very aggressive, but with the rage spell, they still make it to the tower. And also one of the main reasons I did that play is because his Dagger Dashes was out of ammo, and whenever the Dagger Dashes doesn't have the daggers, it just isn't the best tower troop. Like, of course, against spammy cards, when it's fully charged, it's very good, but then in those situations where it's not charged at all, in my opinion, it's not the best tower troop. So let's go with what's it called? A Dart Goblin. Let's go with a Skeleton King here as well. I'm gonna go, I guess, with a Skeleton Army here to try and take care of the Bandit, of the Firecracker, and let's go with bets here as well. Nice, okay, looking very good. I guess all we need to do is just, survive, to be honest. Like, the left side tower is already in arrow range. We need to be, fine here on defense. Let's go with a Golden Barrel defense. Let's go with a Skeleton King. My cycle wasn't the best, so that was actually a pretty good prince by him. But we can, just go with a Golden Barrel, I guess, defensively. Okay, let's go with arrows here. Let's then go with a Skeleton Army as well. Are we gonna trick on once again another player? I think, no, we're not gonna have time. I think he is gonna, he is gonna end up defending. But as you guys can see, we took 2 of his towers. He didn't take a single of our towers. So very nice win. Very easy challenge in my opinion with this deck. So I definitely recommend using this deck. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Hopefully you guys could learn something. If you guys have any questions, feel free to always ask me in the comment section down below. And as you guys can see, 10-0. Nice emote, nice video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to smack the like button. If not subscribed to the channel yet, feel free to subscribe. And I will see you guys in one of my next videos. Take care, guys.